بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله الحمد لله وكفى وسلام على عباده الذين اصطفى خصوصا على سيد الرسل وخاتم الأنبياء وعلى آله الأزكياء وأصحابه الأتقياء أما بعد. In tonight's gathering we will discuss two verses of Surah Al-Mulk. Allah Azza wa Jal says, أَأَمِنْتُم مَّن فِي السَّمَاءِ أَن يَخْسِفَ بِكُمُ الْأَرْضَ فَإِذَا هِيَ تَمُورُ أَمْ أَمِنْتُم مَّن فِي السَّمَاءِ أَن يُرْسِلَ عَلَيْكُمْ حَاصِبًا فَسَتَعْلَمُونَ كَيْفَ نَذِيرٌ. Do you feel secure that the one who is in the heaven will not cause the earth to swallow you as it quakes violently? Or do you feel secure that the one who is in the heaven will not unleash upon you a storm of stones? Only then would you know how serious my warning was. In both of these ayat, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala starts with أَأَمِنْتُمْ أَمْ أَمِنْتُمْ. Allah Azza wa Jalla is asking us, why do you feel so secure? What makes you feel so entitled? Do you not know who created the earth that you walk on? Who created the sky above you? The sky that delivers rain. وَفِي السَّمَاءِ رِزْقُكُمْ وَمَا تُوعَدُونَ. The sky that showers the rain down and allows for the earth to bring to you your food. The rain that you bathe yourself with. The rain that brings life to this dunya. That very same sky also carries the punishment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. How often does it happen that a person thinks that everything is just right for the other? They envy them, they look up to them, that man, that person has everything. But when you study that individual a little closer, you see that their core is rotten. It's not connected to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Why they do what they do, the way they do it, is all against the commands and teachings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So even though their life may look flashy in the moment, don't be fooled to believe that what they have is a gift from Allah. Rather, it is a punishment of Allah Azza wa Jal. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, in Surah Al-An'am, فَلَمَّا نَسُوا مَا ذُكِّرُوا بِهِ. And when they forgot what we reminded them of, فَتَحْنَا عَلَيْهِمْ أَبْوَابَ كُلِّ شَيْءٍ. We open for them the gates of everything. حَتَّى إِذَا فَرِحُوا بِمَا أُوتُوا. And the point came where they rejoiced what they had been given. They had cars, they had home, they had stocks, they had all the possessions that they could ask for. حَتَّى إِذَا فَرِحُوا بِمَا أُوتُوا أَخَذْنَاهُمْ بَغْتَةً. We seized them suddenly. The punishment of Allah Azza wa Jalla came. فَإِذَا هُمْ مُبْلِسُونَ. And they were in despair. This ayah of the Quran teaches us that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us this earth for a reason. The sky above us exists for a reason. But those who disobey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, those who turn against Allah Azza wa Jal, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will hold them accountable. Imam Nasafi rahmatullahi alayhi, while commenting on this word أَأَمِنْتُمْ, which is actually the crux of both of these verses, that why are you so safe? Why are you so secure? Why do you believe that you're beyond reach? That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala cannot strike you down in a single moment. While commenting this, he says, تَحِرٌ مِنَ الْإِغْتِرَارِ بِسَلَامَةِ الْحَالِ. And this statement of his, الْإِغْتِرَارُ بِسَلَامَةِ الْحَالِ, these four words summarize everything. And unfortunately, we feel because we are safe in this moment that everything is okay, but in reality, this is nothing more than a deception. The Prophet ﷺ would make a very beautiful dua. He ﷺ would say, Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min zawal. I seek protection in you from the removal of your blessing. The sky delivers its blessing, Ya Allah, never let that stop. The earth delivers its blessing, Ya Allah, never let that stop. The people who are blessed for me, Ya Allah, let them. The car that I have, the home that I have, Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min zawali ni'matik. Oh Allah, I seek protection with you from seizing, from the removal of your blessing. sudden onset of your retribution. At any moment, Allah's punishment could come. And at the end, the Prophet ﷺ says, وَجَمِيعِ سَخَطِكَ, and all heavy wind in Medina Munawwara. What would he do immediately? He would turn to Salah. He would turn to Salah right away. Teaching the companions, we don't get comfortable. When the weather got a little wild out there, the Prophet ﷺ would turn to Salah. When the rain didn't come, he would turn to Salah. When there was an eclipse, whether it was solar or lunar, Rasulullah ﷺ would turn to Salah. In all of these situations, out of fear that what if this is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's punishment that has come to us. This is the Prophet of Allah ﷺ. The Anbiya alayhi salam, who are never comfortable where they were. Amintum, they never were comfortable that we are outside of reproach from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Before the battle of Badr, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam is calling out to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and begs Allah all night. When you go to the battle of Badr, that actual battleground, you see on one side where the battle was fought. And on the other side, there is a masjid there called Masjid Arish, where Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam spent the night before the battle in dua. And there's a beautiful lesson there, that the victory here was actually granted because of the du'as here. Here Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam raised his hands and he made dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You know, I used to always hear this from my friends who were from Syria before the Syrian war. They would say, we had everything. Like families would take their kids back home every summer. So their kids would spend the summer there, enjoy the weather, enjoy the luxuries, meet their families. They would memorize Quran, learn some Arabic, and then come back at the end of summer back into routine. And then all of a sudden, it all went away. And today when you go back to Iraq, today when you go back to Syria, where there was the richest history of Islam, their streets are broken. Those historical buildings are now all rubble. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us health today. Today we as Muslims in America have the most freedom of any Muslim anywhere in the world. This is a blessing that we have. And the question is, what do we do with this blessing? Either that sky delivers rain to us and we appreciate it with gratitude, we take it in as a blessing of Allah and it only increases us in the dunya and the akhirah. Or that same blessing, we look at it and we take it for granted. We think to ourselves that we can do whatever we want. These blessings are always going to be ours. I'm always going to earn my six-figure salary. I'm always going to earn $80,000, $60,000. This is never going to end. I will always go to get my haircut. I will always go shopping. Everything will always be mine. Hot water will always be present every time I turn on that tap. A cold drink will always be awaiting for me in the fridge. But that's not how it works. Right when you think that everything is yours and you are amintum, you're in your comfort zone, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, one moment, fuja'ati niqmatik. In one moment, it's all gone. I want to just end with a reflection very briefly on the story of Qarun. The man had everything. People would marvel at his blessings. He was the trillionaire of his time. He was the billionaire of his time. And when people asked him, how do you have what you have? He attributed it to himself. He forgot Allah. إِنَّمَا أُوتِيتُهُ عَلَىٰ عِلْمٍ عِنْدِي. So what happened? فَخَسَفْنَا بِهِ وَبِدَارِهِ الْأَرْضِ. In a few moments, the earth opened up, swallowed him, and وَمَا كَانَ لَهُ مِنْ فِئَةٍ يَنْصُرُونَهُ مِنْ دُونِ اللَّهِ وَمَا كَانَ مِنَ الْمُنْتَصِرِينَ. There was no one there to help him. His story was done. He couldn't do anything after that. It was all over. Our stories will also all come to an end. Let's not become too comfortable. We keep thinking that we will live on, that after I die, my legacy will continue. The legacy of Abdullah, the legacy of Muhammad, the legacy of this, the legacy of that. This desire for legacy, it's awkward. It feels like we have turned ourselves into gods. That we want to be worshipped and remembered for eternity. That cannot happen. Al-baqa'u lillah. Permanence is only for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. As for what we have today, it is only from Allah. So we humbly ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to never shut off His mercies. That He never turns away from us afiyah. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala never suddenly sends His punishment on us. That we are not from those whose blessings are nothing more than a lengthier case against us on the Day of Judgment. That whatever little Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us, He allows us to be content and happy with it. And that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us barakah in everything that we do and gives us life and death on iman. Wa sallallahu ta'ala ala Sayyidina Muhammad. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.